Good morning. Ernie's with us. Say hi, Ernie. Say hi, Ernie. Ernie. Look, tell everybody hi. Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution. You want- oh, here you go. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm losing track of the days. But hey, how about it? We beat 7:30. We beat 7:30. It's gonna be a fun week around here. We are going live later this morning on eBay Live. We're just gonna do some bargain boxing. Last night I was digging through some boxes. If you could see, it looks fairly clean. Little crumbs back there from Ernie chewing up a cardboard box. You can see Ernie's bed there in the corner, but some boxes. Ernie's ringing the bell. He was just outside 20 minutes ago. And he pooped. So I think we're good. Ran through some boxes. I am so overwhelmed with cards. And it's like it was completely clean. And then I do one show. It only takes one eBay Live, and then my whole desk, room, floor, table, counter is just a disaster. And so that's and this is like 3 or 4 sales worth, just a complete disaster. So I'm gonna make it more of a disaster in 2.5 hours. We're gonna do another eBay Live. It's been a while since I've done a morning. I've done a couple like afternoon streams, but I haven't done a morning stream. So I'm gonna squeeze one in this morning at 10 a.m. Central. We're gonna go bargain boxing today. We're just gonna dig out. I'm probably gonna put some lots together. Maybe some 10, 25, 50 card lots. We'll throw some of that on. Maybe sprinkle in some good stuff. But today's going to be kind of a bargain boxing day. And then tomorrow night on eBay Live, it's 80s night. Our friend Mikey, I bought some stuff from Mikey, and that should be, I don't know if I'll have the package I don't know if it'll be delivered tomorrow or not, but if it does, I'll get that. Hopefully today I'm picking up the big 80s collection. I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll do 80s night tomorrow night. I'm also going to hit up a card shop, and I reached out to the owner and asked him if he had different things. And he says, yeah. He's like, I got a whole bunch of that. So I was gonna do that today, but I'm gonna postpone it, and maybe we'll see, depending on how long I go and how many shipments I have today. I may swing over this afternoon, but otherwise I'll make a trip tomorrow. I also got to figure out timing for the collection, the big collection that's kind of spurred the 80s night theme. I've got a couple. I'm selling my quarter boxes. I'm just blowing them out, and I've got most of them now at the storage unit, $25. And I was actually going through. I sold 4 of them to Sal Dougie last week, and before he got there, I was just going through some of the boxes because I know a few of the boxes have only been to a couple card shows, like maybe 2 max, because I've only set up at 3 card shows this year. I set up at both Janesville shows this year, and then I did DuPage. So a lot of the stuff hasn't rarely been seen. So, but I'm blowing them out. And so I knew that there was some good stuff in some of the boxes. So I went through one 4-row box. I pulled out a stack of Pete Crow Armstrong, Cal Raleigh, who else, some of that stuff. So, so that box has been cherry picked. Mikey says it's going to be delivered Thursday. Well, that's good. That's good. So the stuff that I pick up today or tonight will go on Wednesday night, and then I'll have fresh inventory for Thursday night or Friday morning whenever I go live. Awesome. So I had a couple people reach out about picking up the boxes. They're like, how many do you have left? So I'm like, how many do you want? I got a lot. I got more at home. So yeah, I mean, I'm just I've got so much stuff. And really, when it comes down to it, that stuff I can, if I have an outlet to sell it fast, let's just do it instead of sitting on it. And the storage unit's filling up faster and faster. So, bargain boxer, that's right, man. Here we go. Let's go. 29 days until the National. We're bargain boxing this week. So 10 a.m. Central, eBay Live. We're gonna do a little bargain boxing. I'm gonna do some bargain boxing myself this week, and then hopefully I can drill down a time and pick up that collection tonight. That'll be fun. I got a phone call. Yesterday midstream from the owner of the Miami Marlins. It was a good call. He had a general baseball card question for me, but we had a good 10-minute conversation. So it was good. No, I'm not working out any trades. Not going to be a minority owner. But it was a good conversation. Completely unexpected, as you can see by my reaction during the show yesterday. Like, holy shit. So how about that? Casual meeting at a wedding, exchange information, boom. Hey, how about, so this is completely not card related, not even sports related. How about, I don't know if anybody even follows it, but if you're into true crime, this has just been this case has been probably the most comparisons that this case has been is Ted Bundy, and that's the Idaho college murders in Moscow, Idaho, University of Idaho, where 4 college students were, brutally murdered. I don't know what words I can and can't say on YouTube. I know you can't say the G word. You probably can't say the K word. I don't think you could say the S word. No, it's not shit. But I followed, and I can still remember, like, when I heard news of it, and I follow like true crime stories and all that stuff. But when murders happen, it's almost like, well, we automatically say, well, it's a close, a loved one that's just gone unhinged, husband or wife or girlfriend, or boyfriend, family member. That's kind of what we unalived. Yeah, unalived. So maybe that's why I've been demonetized on some of my videos, because I've said those words. Because I swear I put monetized on these. I want to make that $1.47. Come on. So I remember when the news first broke, and it's like 4 college students were unalived in their off-campus house, and it's like, you just think it's like some whack job. It is Idaho. You think it's some militiaman or something, and then all of a sudden it's like they still don't have any leads, and it's been like several days, and it's like, I think when I see like news like that, it's like, oh, it's somebody close, blah blah blah. It's once it goes like a week, then it's like, oh shit, this is interesting. And then when they made an arrest about it was about 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks. I don't think it was quite 2 months later. They made an arrest, and it was completely somebody didn't even know, allegedly. And it was like, it's a freaking movie plot. It's this dude who had some lacking of social skills, but he was like a PhD student in criminology and went to neighboring university just down the road, Washington State. And like completely, and him and his dad flew out. He's from Pennsylvania. They did a cross-country road trip. And then something else that was like really weird, like ironic, was they were pulled over twice within like a 30-minute time span in the Midwest, I think in Indiana. And like, what is going on here? And apparently the authorities say no, it had nothing to do with, we weren't keeping a close eye on him. That's not, he was tailgating. And then he was arrested. Well, news broke. The trial was scheduled, like jury selection was supposed to start like I think this month, and the trial was supposed to start next month. Now his defense attorney has just been doing what defense attorneys do, and delaying and trying to build a case, which obviously there was so much evidence, but the evidence, I mean, it's pretty, like it's all, a lot of it was circumstantial, but there's some like I think a jury would have convicted. I think there was enough. But he agreed to a plea deal, or the prosecution agreed to a plea deal, or offered, and he accepted a plea deal. So it's got, I was watching some a YouTuber who's a former detective, The Interview Room, and Chris McDonough, I think is his name. And it's kind of now one of the families has been very outspoken to the media, and they go on shows and they are very outspoken about everything. The other three families, not so much. And they are very outspoken that they're pissed, that they don't want a plea deal. They want to go to trial. Now, other families, maybe they don't want to go through the trial. And and I think there's good. There's points that can be made both sides. We want, and I think the father of one of the victims says, we want him to be convicted by a jury of his peers. We want this to go to trial. We want the jury to convict him. If the death penalty is on the table, though, look at how many appeals, and you've got to relive this over and over and over and over again with appeals. I think what the plea was, death penalties off the table, life in prison, no parole, not even a chance at parole. So there's not going to be any parole hearings. Families don't have to go through that, which I'm sure, and I don't know if any of the other families have come out and spoke out, but, I would assume that the prosecutors went to the families, each family, and put this on the table. The one family did say, yeah, we spoke to them on Friday and then Sunday. So, I mean, they've got to take everybody's thoughts into consideration. They can't just, well, this one family wants the trial, so we're going to go to trial. It's kind of got to be a collaborative, I would assume. But I was watching YouTube, and it's just been it's absolutely heartbreaking. There's going to be there was a Dateline about it a few weeks ago, and there some new information came out. And then there's going to be James Patterson got the book rights. His book comes out in a couple of weeks. Amazon Prime also has a show about it. Documentary. I think the Amazon Prime documentary comes out in 2 weeks, maybe. So just a heartbreaking situation. How about bargain boxing to murder? Here we are on Hobby Evolution. So yeah, what else is going on? I did some shipping yesterday. That's about it. I did shipping. I shipped yesterday. Didn't do eBay Live yesterday. Needed to, because I did go live I went 3 days in a row. Yeah, I went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I did a quickie on Friday afternoon, a quickie on Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday night. Took yesterday off. We'll go back this morning, and then again tomorrow night for 80s night on eBay Live. Let's go say hello to the chat. Lewis in the house. Good morning. Unicorn Cupcake is here. Good morning. Cooter, yes. Oh, how dare I forget? It is Bobby Bonilla Day. You're going to see that. Bobby Bonilla Day on Twitter is about as annoying as May 4th or May 5th, whatever the Star Wars Day is. May 4th. May 4th and May 5th, because it's Revenge of the 5th. Todd, good morning. Royals 417, good morning. James is in the house. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen James. What's going on? Kyle's here. Good morning. Peter's in the house. Good morning. Prospects selling like crazy. My prospect sales are down. Now, I haven't been listing much either, but my prospect sales from like January to April were like crazy. It's been slowing down a little bit, but I haven't listed anything and buy it now for 2 months really. So all of my prospects are stale. Jody, good morning. And prospects do not sell well on eBay Live. Junk Wax sells great on eBay Live, which is good. But I also have a ton of prospects I need to dump. Philly Joe, what's going on? Good morning. Mikey says, expected delivery on Thursday. Thank you. Got a good deal. We worked out a deal over the weekend for some 80s stuff. Bargain Boxer, he says, thanks for the shout out. FYI, 29 days. Let's go. It's going to be a busy month. I'm looking forward to the National. Zach says, I think it is unfair that you have access to eBay Live. Everyone should. Unfair. Unicorn Cupcake says, I think the in vogue term is unalived. Yeah, unalived. David's here. Good morning. Mark, what's going on? Good morning. Zach says, wait, you make money on this too? Between this, eBay Live, and collects, it feels like you have an advantage that others don't. That 70s Card Show says possible militiaman activity in Idaho this week. Oh, that is, yeah. That's been going on. And where was that at? Coeur d'Alene? Fire crew ambushed by a white fellow with a high-powered rifle. Good morning, Barton. What's going on? Once you're on the Marlins payroll, you won't have to leverage us for YouTube shekels. What happened to those 4 kids breaks my heart. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. And I think, and I can relate because, early on in the investigation, it was like, well, it was a party house and they were doing drugs and all this. It's like most college kids have party houses. And it's like, well, how could they not hear? Because there were 2 surviving victims, and they were, even though they were not unalived, they're victims in this too. And well, how could they not hear it? Why? It's like you're 21, 20, 19 years old, like, and drunk and passed out. Like, there were a lot of nights when I was in college when a freight train could have taken off half my house and I would have slept through it. I was passed out and I would have slept through it. So I understand that life. I lived that life. And I know some people didn't live that life, so they can't understand being passed out drunk from a night of partying and living in a party house and experiencing that. And, I think some of us can relate to that. It's very relatable for some. Offbeat All-Stars, what's going on? Good morning. Bargain Boxer says he pleaded out to save himself the unalived penalty. He did. George says, top of the morning, what's going on? Will Diddy get a plea deal? I think, are they in deliberations in that trial? I don't know. I had not been following that one. Offbeat says, had a final interview with Dancing Goat Distilling out of Cambridge. Super cool place. Felt great after the interview. They emailed me yesterday and say they decided not to fill the role. Who the fuck does that? Apparently Dancing Goat Distilling does that. I don't know. Bargain Boxer says Diddy will get off because money can do that for you. Billy Joe says states saved themselves a lot of money. That's what everything is about, money. Diddy got off. That's why he's in this slippery situation. Yeah, the jokes write itself on that one. Bargain Boxer says, my ex is married to a pedo, and we are going through the trial right now. I'm glad he did not plead out. Yikes. So good at the interview that they eliminated the position. Epic. Rich Klein, what's going on? Good morning. Like subplea. Bargain Boxer says, are you ever going 100% eBay Live? Why have an eBay store if everything sells on eBay Live? I've as I pull 30 card orders from my Buy It Now store, and it's like, God, this is taking forever. Yeah. I've already started eliminating. I'm down to, I think I'm down to like 51,000 listings. I think at my peak, I was at 59,000. I never hit 60,000, but I was flirting. I was dangerously close. But I think I'm down to around 51,000. I'm hoping this week I can eliminate, like, I still have like commons from 2024 tops and 2025 tops and heritage and big league from my case breaks that it's like, I think I did raise all of my prices from 99 cents. I don't know if I have any 99-cent free shipping Buy It Now items anymore. I think I raised everything to $1.75. I think I still have $1.50 items, but all the 99-cent listings, I think I raised the price on those. But still, when I'm doing 10, 20, $30.75 listings, pulling them out of different boxes, that's the thing. It's like, I don't care if stuff sells for $1 on eBay Live because it's in one box. It's in one 3-row box and or 2-row box, and it's really easy to sort. But when I'm pulling from 30 different boxes or more, that's when it's like, okay, this is not worth it. So I don't know if I'll ever go 100%. I don't know if I'll ever go down to no listings in my eBay store. I feel like I have to have a presence. But it's definitely something I'm going to be, I'll be deleting more inventory than adding. That's for sure. Zach says, Rich is here. The chat rooms are safe for a few hours. Orlando, good morning. Todd says, Bo's nerd voice. There it is. John says, I need to cancel a hotel room at the Nationals unless anyone here needs one. Hotel room. The Jump Off Variety Show with Paris and Max. What's up? It's Max. Been a little while. Hope all is well with you. Russia still has your back. What's going on? Is this an AI bot? Max, what's up? Thank you, Russia. Mr. Archer, good morning. John says, my youngest was the same age as those kids and he lived in a party house. Yeah, I mean, it's relatable. It sucks. Good morning. George says, you may be doing the Nationals, but I'm doing the Internationals this weekend, a show in Seoul, and a friend is setting up. I'm going to go slip a few of my cards on his table to sell. Give him 15%, of course. Very nice. Very nice. Put in the work, get the results. Love it. Larry, who's in the background there? Larry Bird? Sean Kemp? Rich says, as you discover what works and does not work for eBay Live, you will put certain things into the store and put the rest into eBay Live. Yeah, 70s Commons is good for lotting up on eBay Live. And I've actually thought about doing the reverse of that and taking my 70s Commons down and lotting them up on eBay Live. I make trickle sales. In fact, I think I sold a bunch to an eBay Live viewer, in fact, that I got into my Buy It Now section and bought a bunch. So yeah, it's something as I pull like 1 or 2 cards in an order, it's like I could probably make about the same what I'm making on this if I just lot them up. So that's something that I've thought about doing. Because a lot of my 70s, like from the estate sale last year, are in the same boxes or same tabs. There are 86,000 seconds in a day, apparently. 86,000. George comes in with the exact numbers, 85,600. So yeah, I'm gonna go bargain boxing this week. I talked to a area card shop and asked if he had. So I'm not gonna give away all of my secrets, and he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, okay, and he's like, and I got new. I put out some bargain boxes, and I'm like, ooh, now you're talking. So I think I might hit that up tomorrow or maybe even this afternoon. We'll see how eBay Live goes. Today at 10 a.m., I've still got to set up the stream. So again, my biggest weakness is just willy-nilly throwing out my eBay Live at short notice. So I need to work on that. I don't think I've been promoting the Wednesday night 80s night, but I haven't actually scheduled it yet. So I need to do that as well. I should probably just sit down today and figure out, okay, what days do I want to go live? I don't think I have anything going on this weekend. Oh, it's 4th of July weekend. God, it's July 1st already. I feel like once we get to this point, summer just flies by. It's like June, it's like middle of June, and it's like, hey, it's only the middle of June. And then it's July 1st, and it's like, holy shit, where did June go? I need to shave too. All right, we've got multiple. It says jump off was timed out for 86,000 seconds. George says, actually, that's something from a song. I don't remember. LOL. Brian listed a knife yesterday for $500. Got a message from a 21-year-old military guy in Ukraine who asked me to sell it to him for $200 and ship it to a U.S. address. Cooter says both are wrong. 86,400. Can you just take 24 hours times 60 times 60? Will that work? Let's do this. 24 times 60 times 60. 86,400. That's my math. Unless it's like leap year. Unless it's some freaky deaky, oh, there's an extra second in the 11th hour. Oh, I don't think so. At least they didn't teach me that in Ana 1. Could be a Russian, or Russian might come after me, or some government entity. See, I don't think that. When I'm selling stuff on eBay, I don't put too much thought into it. It's like, yeah. I'm also selling baseball cards, not knives. So George says, hell, I'm wrong. 524,600 minutes in a year, according to a song. Oh, was that from, is it Rent? Dun, 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 dun. Another George, back-to-back George. Good morning. TD Sports Cards in the house. Crap, 525,600 minutes. I'm drunk. Ignore me. All right, what else is going on? I don't have anything else. It's only 8 o'clock. I guess I could get some shipping. Oh, I need to schedule my my eBay Live. So today, eBay Live, 10 a.m. Central. I'm gonna go. I am going to do bargain boxes. I was putting some stuff together last night, some singles, some lots, and just some random stuff. And then tomorrow night we're gonna do 80s night, and hopefully today. I don't know if I'm gonna have to maybe follow up. The guy that I'm buying from, he was like out of state this weekend, so he couldn't do it earlier. Yeah, I'll have to follow up with him. Show tunes. That shot gets you killed in Idaho. A million seconds takes approximately 12 days. 1,035 years. 1,035,000 years. Now put in context of national debt. Yikes. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to make some coffee, do some shipping, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and come see me live this morning, 10 a.m. Central on eBay Live. See you then. Bye-bye.